Hello, gamers. This is my PlayStation Vita, and I'll be doing a quick review of my initial impressions of it. I've had it for about 2 days now, and I'm actually liking it quite a lot. There's a few flaws that I think Sony needs to correct, and but overall, there's some good things about it that I really enjoyed. All right, here we go. Oh, what's going on? Turn on. There you go. I don't know why it turned off. I never turned it off. Huh. All right. Um, Here we go. Right. This is one thing I've always noticed that whenever you insert a game, it takes a few seconds to like detect it. I mean, not a big issue or anything. Just you should know. Okay. Right. So this is your main menu. Um, What I really enjoy about this PS Vita is the screen is extremely responsive, and I mean, there's no joke about it. I mean, let's take a look at the web browser. I'll show you the pinch to zoom to show how quick it is. It's not exactly the most optimized browser, but in terms of just looking around, I mean, it doesn't have flash, for example, so this video won't load. But if you look at pinch to zoom, I mean, it's just like a smartphone, like the iPhone and Android, the best Android phones, of course. Yeah, here's one problem I didn't like. A lot of people complain about is the checkerboards. Um, it's quite annoying, but there's not much you can do about it. I hope Sony can fix that. What I don't like is after they load all this, you scroll up and it still needs to. Do you see that little lag? The rendering takes a little too long, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's this specific website. But that's not what I wanted to show you. Let's get rid of that. This is how an app runs. When you click an app, this shows up, and you want to get rid of it, you just swipe it like that. Um, right. Okay. So overall, the device is great, but I'm not a big fan of this interface. Seems a little childish, in my opinion. The good thing is the games look absolutely stunning. Um, if you're a big fan of Uncharted, FIFA, Wipeout, they all bring very console-like experiences. It's quite amazing. The Netflix app, for those of you who watch Netflix, you probably won't enjoy it because it's not optimized. It's not very quick at all. It's much better on smartphones. Um, let's see. I guess I'll show you guys Uncharted. So what I really like is the dual thumbsticks. It's so much better on this system because I remember the PSP never had it, and it was quite a problem. This is actually an excellent addition. Like I feel like I won't even need to play the PS3 anymore because this thing can replicate very similar graphics. I mean, not yet. It's only first generation games, but yeah, it feels great, and the buttons are amazing. I mean, I heard someone complain saying that it's not separate buttons on the D-pad, but it feels like it when you click it. There's a good click to it, and it feels great. Something you should know is no matter what game is running, you can always click this, and it'll go to the screen, and you can go through other things. Not everything can multitask, but it's multitasking, and you can go right back to the game to where it was. Okay, so let's start this. Um, right, that's something I wanted to talk about is that a lot of games don't seem to incorporate um, the buttons. They want you to use the touchscreen and they kind of force it on you. But that's okay. Sure, let's go. The load times are not too bad. I was quite impressed with it overall. The back touchpad is extremely responsive. It overall feels great. It feels a lot lighter than what I expected it to be. Here's Uncharted. Let me increase. I think there's a way to skip it. Skip movie. Right. Right, so if you take a look, the game looks absolutely spectacular. I mean, it runs so smooth. Right now, I need to hold the. I have to play with one hand. It's kind of hard. Because I'm holding the camera. One-handed gaming. Sweet. Right. So you can see it's very impressive. The games look amazing. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oof. I don't know how good it looks to you guys, but it looks unbelievably beautiful on the screen. Um, you can see. So let me quit from that so you got a quick idea of what it's like. FIFA fans, FIFA Soccer is absolutely amazing. It's a very similar to the console experience. There's barely anything given up. The graphics are pretty much 80% identical. It's the gameplay is amazing. Super Stardust Delta is an absolutely amazing game. IGN, I believe, gave it a 9.5. Excellent game. The thing about the beginning games is there aren't actually quite a lot of them. There are some good ones, but if I go to the PlayStation Store, I can show you. Right, PS Vita games already, so you can take a quick look at what games there are. A lot of them are really good, but uh, I'm still waiting for for E3 and Sony to release better, well, not better games, more games. Rayman Origins, great game. I played it on the consoles. Super Stardust, I recommend it. Marvel vs. Capcom, exactly like the console experience. Unit 13 is an interesting game. It's actually a very good looking game. It's third person shooter, not first person for all you Call of Duty Battlefield fans. Um, the only thing is it only has online co-op, which doesn't always work properly, but it doesn't have multiplayer, online multiplayer. Wipeout is also a good game, Virtua Tennis. Yeah, so there's quite a few good games. I still think they could have better, a few more games, but it's still a good launch lineup. Um, right, there's PSP minis, there's PSP games. There aren't any of the big ones like Grand Theft Auto, but there's God of War, I believe. Here are the demos, apps. If you guys know, the Vita supports apps, and these are the apps they have right now. Netflix app is absolutely crap. It's really bad, and I'm a avid Netflix user. And oh, the augmented reality. Oh, I don't know if I can show you guys that right now. Right, the apps are not too bad. It's a good system for that. Let me quick get out of here. Oh, by the way, you can watch movies as well up here. You can see video. And the PlayStation Network TV shows and movies are all here. Good to go, you know. New arrivals. Okay, go a quick look, I guess. Right, everything is good. Right. Oh, by the way, on this screen, this is the live screen. So apparently you can click on these and it'll go to whatever is being advertised. And this is not only on PlayStation Store, it's on pretty much everything. Yeah, right. You can refresh, and you can. There's a question mark. I think it's for help. Game manuals are usually over there. I don't know what else to show you. I mean, it's a disappointing browser, but the gaming experience is amazing, absolutely amazing. The controls are just right. The buttons feel absolutely amazing. System overall is amazing. One thing I didn't like is that Sony didn't provide a memory card. I had to buy a 16 gig, which cost me, I think $50 in Canada. And oh yeah, right. And games go right there. I put FIFA in, and that. What is that actually? I'm not sure. Let me check. I think you connect it to transfer content. I'm not too sure actually, but I know the charging is down here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, the games go in here, so I can take it out and show you. Oh, come on. It's not as hard as it looks. I'm just using one hand, so yeah, here's FIFA. It's very small. I mean, let's compare it to something. Let me see. I mean, what do I have here? I have a pair of headphones. You can see they're really, really tiny. The games are absolutely small. The memory stick are even smaller. So right, you just put it in. There's a little click, and okay, it'll give you a little please wait, and the game's good to go. One thing I really dislike that you should be aware of is I don't know if you can change it in settings. If you put the system on hold, or even if the system puts itself on sleep, it disconnects itself from the PlayStation Network. And the issue is that whenever you go to anything that requires the PlayStation Network, it needs to connect. It needs to connect, and it takes like 5-10 seconds. And I know I'm being kind of picky here, but let me see. See, you see this? I mean, okay, well, that didn't seem too bad. I understand, but it does that. Usually, it's a bit longer with one more screen for most of these games when it's connecting to the PlayStation Network. Welcome Park is interesting. I guess we can take a look at that. Actually, screw Welcome Park. It's really boring. You don't want to do that. Never mind. Photos, videos. To be honest, I'm not the type of person who would use any of these. Although I just want to strictly use it for games and Netflix. See, the maps are good. Remote play. Right. I used the remote play on the PS3, and I have to say, there is absolutely no, there's barely any games that support remote play on PlayStation 3. There is a bit of lag. It's not well done yet. I was curious to see how good it was, but it's not too bad. Group messaging, I believe it's cross game chat. I believe, I'm not sure, I haven't tested it out yet. We can take a look at FIFA. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at Unit 13. You guys know what FIFA look like if you're interested. Unit 13 is a great game, by the way. I have to say, I really, really love the feel of the system. I'm usually traveling quite a bit, so it's great for me to have this thing around. I didn't want to carry my PS3 and a monitor around everywhere I go. A little thicker than what I expected it to be, but not too bad at all. This screen is what I'm talking about. It does this for practically everything, and even when you power it off, not power off, when you put it on hold, sorry, let me put on the sound. Even when you put it on hold, it'll disconnect and you have to do that again. One thing you can know is if you press both up on the volume pad and down, you can mute. I believe you can mute. What? There you go. See the mute? There you go. And yeah, you can bring it back. Okay, let's take a look at Unit 13. Solo. Begin. If you guys do want a PS Vita, I suggest, and you know your money's a bit tight and you're taking a risk with it, I would say wait till E3 for more games, what they announce, and if you're really interested, then go for it. I really love the system, and I'm so glad I got it because I mainly play FIFA, and I'm a big Uncharted fan. But still could use a few more games. Resume game. This is a great game, by the way. Right, look up, look down. Okay, I'm doing it. Right. Yes, let me go. Let me go. Right, I'm sorry guys, I can't play with one hand. I'm holding the camera, so... Right, so you get an idea of how the graphics are like. I mean, it's a great looking game. The graphics are amazing. It doesn't look as good on the camera as it looks on the actual screen. I can assure you that. I think I'm supposed to kill this guy. Ah. But yeah, there you have it. PlayStation Vita. Yeah, if you're waiting for games, do it definitely. Pretty sure they won't release a slim model or anything anytime soon. Of course, it just came out a few months ago. Great system. Highly recommend it. Just a few flaws, such as the user interface. You know, kind of childish in my opinion. Oh boy, I hope I don't get heat for that. Yeah, it's great. And oh, right, let me show you something really quickly. Netflix. Okay, say I open settings, open PlayStation Store. You can see this on the top. There's these little icons. That means it's multitasking right now. And if I press the PS button, it'll take me to this screen, which is quite beautiful. If you take a look at it, it's really quite nice. So definitely nice. Yeah, not a great app, Netflix. I have a lot of hope for the system because I know in about 2 years this thing's gonna be absolutely amazing. 3DS has quite a few good games, but I mean, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Nintendo systems are great, but I get bored of it pretty quickly. So yeah, there it is. Thank you for watching, guys. Just wanted to show you. Take care. Bye.